lost on the frames of yesterday. Time in silver and gray. Every moment still on display, in a room that never fades. I walk these halls of memory like a museum of us. Every laugh behind the glass, every tear turned into dust. Your smile hangs on every wall, in color slowly dying. I still come here late at night, just to watch our past keep crying. I trace the edges of your face, like I could feel you through the frame. This is a gallery of faded hours, where all our love still stands, hanging in regret and flowers. I hold it in my hands. Every second that we lost is hanging on these walls. I wander through the silence of a love that couldn't last. Your voice is in the quiet, like a song behind the door. Every word we didn't finish still echoes on the floor. We were young and we were endless. Now we're frozen in between. A thousand almost forevers in forgotten scenes. I still wait for you to walk out of some forgotten club. This is a gallery of faded hours, where all our love still stands, painted in regret and flowers. I hold it in my hands. Every second that we lost is hanging on these walls. I wander through the silence of a love that couldn't last. If I could step into one frame, I'd choose the way you smile before the world made us afraid, before we broke in style. But all these perfect memories are sharper than they seem. They cut me every time I touch what we used to be. This is a gallery of faded hours, where I still call your name. shadow, every color feels exactly the same. This is a gallery of faded hours, where echoes still stay. I keep walking through forever in yesterday. If you ever come back here, I'll be waiting in these halls, still loving every moment that I couldn't save at all. Dust on the frames of yesterday, time just quietly decays. I drew lines across the void, trace the spaces you left behind. Every corner of this quiet room holds the echo of your voice. I map the silence, measure the gloom, every choice we didn't choose. Your shadow lingers on the walls in shapes I can't erase. I charted all the empty spaces where you used to leave a trace. I tried to fill them with my hands, but nothing could withstand. I charted the empty spaces where our love used to be. I mapped the lonely echoes that still belong to me. Every absence tells a story, every silence speaks your name. I charted the empty spaces, and nothing feels the same. I walked through streets that knew our steps. Every corner felt your ghost. I traced the paths of what we left, the memories I miss the most. Every photograph, every door, every chair where you once sat. I drew a map of what's no more, and I followed every gap. I tried to fill them with my heart, but nothing can restart. I charted the empty spaces where our love used to be. I mapped the lonely echoes that still belong to me. Every absence tells a story, every silence speaks your name. I charted the it's just a memory. I keep the map to survive. I charted the empty spaces and felt you in the air. Every void a quiet witness to the love we used to share. I charted the empty spaces, marked every loss and pain. Even if you never come back, I'll walk these maps again. Every absence tells a story, every silence holds your name. I charted the empty spaces and nothing feels the same. I drew lines across the void, tracing you in every breath. We were a breath away from forever, but we exhaled too soon. Your jacket still hangs by my door, like you might come back in. Every maybe we ever said still echoes in the wind. We built a future out of hope and fragile paper dreams, then watched them fold in on themselves like unfinished scenes. We were so close to being whole, but close is not enough. This is an elegy for the almost was, for the love we nearly knew, for every time we almost said, I'm still in love with you. We laid our hearts on halfway lines and called it giving all. Now I'm mourning what we never were, an elegy for the almost was. Your smile still lives inside my phone, and photos I can't delete. We were standing on the edge of us, too scared to take the leap. Every kiss was a question mark, every touch a doubt. We kept circling the truth till it quietly walked out. We were brave enough to feel, but not to stay. This is an elegy for the almost was, for the love we nearly knew, for every time we almost This is an elegy for the almost was, for the dreams we left become, for every future we imagined but never got to find. This is an elegy for the almost was, a quiet kind of grief, for the love that stood so close to us but never chose to be. If you ever think of me and feel that little ache, that's the sound of what we almost were, still breaking it. We were a breath away from forever, and now we're just a memory. I kept the crack where the light got in, like a scar I wouldn't let fade. Every piece of who I was still remembers what you made. I framed the night you walked away, like a photograph of pain. Your shadow still lives in my room, like a ghost inside my name. I swept the glass but left one shard hidden underneath my skin, just to feel you every time I dare to breathe again. If I heal, I lose the proof that you were ever true. I preserve the fracture like a relic of your touch. I kept every broken moment so I wouldn't miss you much. I didn't mend the damage, I let the bleeding stay. 'Cause if the wound still whispers, then you didn't fade away. Your voice still stains my quiet, like a bruise I can't erase. Every song I try to sing still wears the shape of your face. I tried to move the furniture, but not the space you left. There's an outline of your body in the dust upon my chest. I could heal, but then I'd be someone who forgot you see. I preserve the fracture like a relic of your touch. I kept every broken moment so I wouldn't miss you much. I didn't mend the damage, I let the bleeding stay. 'Cause if the wound still whispers, then you didn't fade away. Maybe I'm afraid of peace, 'cause peace means you are gone, and all this pain it leaves still tells me we belong. So I keep your echo loud in every empty room, better broken with your ghost than healed without you. I preserve the fracture in the mirror wall. preserved the fracture. Even broken, you still live in me. Everyone still knows your voice. I stitch myself together on just to feel you in the seams. Every scar became a choir, singing broken memories. I tried to heal, I really did, but healing felt like loss. 'Cause every mark you left on me was proof of what it cost. Even silence says your name in a quiet, bleeding way. My scars hum your name in a low, aching tone. Every hurt is a melody I can't leave alone. I learned how to survive, but I forgot how to be. 'Cause my scars hum your name like you're still part of me. Your touch is in the fading light, on the walls of my room. Even time can't wash away the shape you left me in. I wear your love like broken glass underneath my skin. Every time I try to move on, it cuts me back again. I don't bleed, I just remember who you've been. My scars hum your name in a low, aching tone. Every hurt is a melody I can't leave alone. I learned how to survive, but I forgot how to be. 'Cause my scars hum your name like you're still part of me. Maybe one day they'll grow quiet, maybe one day they'll fade, but right now every broken piece still calls out when it aches. I don't want to forget you, even if it's killing me, because these scars are all I have of what you meant to me. My scars hum your name in the hush of the night. Every pain is just a love that couldn't survive. My scars hum your name till the end of my days. Every tear is just a note in this song of pain. If you ever disappear from my memory, these scars will still remember who you were to me. Everyone still knows your voice. Equations of our silence, measured in falling dust. I trace the edges of your leaving like numbers on a page. Every heartbeat calculated, in the margins of our rage. The walls are leaning closer, the floor gives way beneath. I tried to solve the pattern, but it ended in grief. Every line leads to the same result, every sum becomes decay. This is the calculus of collapse, where love breaks into parts. Every fraction holds a memory of fractured, fragile hearts. I tried to map the downfall, charted every single crack. This is the calculus of collapse, and there's no turning back. Your voice is a variable I can't contain, shifting through the night. Every promise was a function that failed to hold us right. I wrote the proofs of absence in the ink of our mistakes. Even the constants crumble, even the strongest breaks. Every theory falls apart when it's written with the heart. This is the calculus of collapse, where love breaks into parts. Every fraction holds a memory of fractured, fragile hearts. I tried to map the downfall, charted every single crack. This is the calculus of collapse, and there's no turning back. I try to integrate our pieces, but the sum just disappeared. Even with every method known, nothing could bring you near. Maybe collapse is natural, the way the world must bend. Some equations have no solution, even love must end. This is the calculus of collapse, I watch it all descend. Every number, every line leads to the quiet end. This is the calculus of collapse, where every answer fails. Every pattern that I trusted disintegrates and pales. I tried to hold the fragments, but all my work is past. This is the calculus of collapse, and love can't always last. Equations of our sides, measured in falling dust. We said goodbye before the stars had time to take our side. Your words were letters in the dark, written just to fade. I held them like a fragile truth I was too afraid to say. The night kept all our secrets in the quiet of its hands, while we pretended endings were never part of the plan. Every sentence that you spoke left a silence in my throat. The moon is a postscript to the love we couldn't save, a silver little afterthought to the words we never gave. We closed the book too early on everything we were. Now the night keeps writing softly what we never dared to learn. We folded all our promises into a paper sky. Watch them drift like memories across the lonely night. Your laughter was a paragraph I still read out loud, but all the chapters after you are empty, torn and proud. Every page still smells like you, even when I try to mood. The moon is a postscript to the love we couldn't save, a silver little afterthought to the words we never gave. We closed the book too early on everything we were. Now the night keeps writing softly what we never dared to learn. If I could edit all our pain, I'd leave in every scar, because they prove we once were more than lonely from afar. But some stories end in quiet, not in fire or goodbye. Just a final lonely sentence written in the sky. The moon is a postscript hanging over you and me, still whispering the ending we were too scared to see. The moon is a postscript to the love we let go by, a pale and broken footnote in the middle of the sky. If you ever read the darkness and wonder who we were, look up at that soft white ending. The moon is a postscript, still glowing after we're done. The wind whispers through the branches, one last leaf trembles and lets go. I watch the season fade to gray, the trees release what they could not keep. Every memory that once was green now drifts quietly into the deep. Your laughter fell like autumn rain, and I tried to hold it tight, but even must surrender to the night. I see you in the empty branches, feel you in the chill of air. The final leaf gives up, and so do I, holding on to nothing while the days pass by. Every ending has its beauty, even if it breaks my heart. The final leaf gives up, and so must we apart. I tried to patch the broken boughs with words too weak to mend. All the love that we once knew is scattered in the wind. I trace the shape of what remains in the quiet of my hands. Every fall is just a lesson, every loss a reprimand. I hear your voice in the rustling, every echo is a plea. The final leaf gives up, and so do I, holding on to nothing while the days pass by. Every ending has its beauty, even if it breaks my heart. The final leaf gives up, and so must we apart. Maybe winter keeps the promise of a spring that will return, but for now I watch the branches and feel the ache I've earned. Some things are meant to vanish, some love is meant to fall, and even when the heart surrenders, it can rise again The final leaf gives up, and I let go too, learning that release is the only way through. The final leaf gives up, and I will survive. Though the cold comes creeping, I'll keep the hope alive. Every ending shapes the new, every goodbye leaves a trace. The final leaf gives up, and so do I, in grace. One last leaf falls, and I breathe. We cooled down in the quiet, like a dying star in space. All the warmth between our slowly slipped away. We used to burn like gasoline, every touch a spark. Now we sit in different rooms, afraid of the dark. Your breath is fog against the glass, your eyes are winter blue. We're measuring the distance between what we were and you. Love obeys the laws of loss, nothing stays the same. This is the thermodynamics of goodbye, heat fading into air. We were fire, now we're only smoke, drifting everywhere. You can't break the laws of letting go, no matter how you try. This is the thermodynamics of goodbye. We're entropy in human skin, slowly falling apart. Every memory behaves like an old and fragile heart. Your laughter used to warm the room, now it chills my bones. Even when you're next to me, I've never felt more alone. Every kiss loses its flame when love starts to change. This is the thermodynamics of goodbye, heat fading into air. We were fire, now we're only smoke, drifting everywhere. You can't break the laws of letting go, no matter how you try. This is the thermodynamics, the thermodynamics. How you try to be bad. If I could violate the rules, I'd keep you close to me. I'd freeze this moment in our hands, defy reality. But even stars run out of light, even hearts grow cold, and every story in the end has to be let go. This is the thermodynamics of goodbye, just a whisper now. All the heat we used to hold is leaving us somehow. This is the thermodynamics of goodbye, nothing stays in place. We were warmth, now we're just a trace in time and space. You can't fight the way love fades, no matter how you cry. This is the thermodynamics of our last goodbye. We cooled down in the quiet, and that's how love says goodbye. The room is breathing slow tonight, your shadow on the wall won't fight. All the things we didn't say, they're sitting here, they won't decay. Coffee's cold beside your hand, like all the plans we never planned. Your eyes are saying please don't go, but your lips refuse to show. I trace the cracks inside your smile, like broken glass and porcelain. We keep pretending we're okay, while something in us slowly bends. Every pause is screaming loud, every truth is buried now. I can taste the unsaid words on my tongue, they burn and hurt. Every love you didn't speak cuts me deeper. When you breathe, we're choking on what we don't confess, drowning in our tenderness. I can taste the unsaid words, and they're sweeter than your lies. Your fingers hover over mine, like they're afraid of crossing lines. We're standing inches from goodbye, but still we're too scared to cry. You laugh like nothing's wrong with us, but your voice is shaking thin. We build a house from broken trust and wonder why it caves in. Every glance is a goodbye, written where our courage died. I can taste the unsaid words on my tongue, they burn and hurt. Every love you didn't speak cuts me deeper. When you breathe, we're choking on what we don't confess, drowning in our tenderness. I can taste the unsaid words, and they're sweeter than your life. If you said my name right now, I might finally fall apart. If you told me how you feel, I'd hand you what's left of my heart. But silence keeps us safe and numb, in a quiet kind of pain. We'd rather lose each other slow than hear the truth and break. I can taste the unsaid words in the spaces where you were. All the love you never tried still echoes when you sigh. I can taste the unsaid words on my tongue, they burn and hurt. We're a story left untold, written in the quiet cold. If you ever find your voice, if you ever make that choice, I'll still taste the unsaid words long after you're gone. The room is breathing slow tonight, and so are we, without a fight. The pipes are talking in the dark, like they remember who you are. Every drip sounds like your name, tapping softly through my pain. Midnight leaks through broken tiles, just like you used to through my smiles. I left your toothbrush by the sink, like I'm still scared to let you think that I've accepted you are gone, that this apartment isn't home. When the water starts to sigh, I swear it's trying not to cry. Every creak beneath if the floor feels like you're outside the door, there's your echo in the plumbing. Every time the faucet cries, it keeps humming all the words you never said goodbye. I hear your voice in every drop, running through these lonely rooms. There's your echo in the plumbing, still haunting all the blue. Steam still fogs the mirror glass, like memories I can't outlast. I write your name in broken air, then watch it disappear. We used to sing in shower light, like nothing else was wrong or right. Now even silence has your tone. In this place I call alone, every drain is pulling down all the love we never found. There's your echo in the plumbing. Every time the faucet cries, it keeps humming all the words you never said goodbye. I hear your voice in every drop, running through these lonely rooms. There's your echo in the plumbing, still haunting all the blue. If I turn the water off, would I finally hear you leave? Or would your ghost keep dripping through the cracks inside of me? I keep every sound alive, like I'm scared to be okay. Because if the echoes stop, you might fade away. There's your echo in the plumbing, in the rhythm of my pain. Every pipe is softly calling your forgotten name. There's your echo in the plumbing, I can't make it disappear. Every lonely little sound still tells me you were here. If I could just fix the leaks in this heart of broken rooms, I might finally lose your echo in the plumbing. Pipes go quiet, but I still hear you. Morning light drifts through the haze, your scent still lingers in the air. I pull the curtains, feel your ghost in the folds where you once lay. The coffee cools beside the chair where your hands used to stay. I hear the quiet in your laugh, the echo of your sigh. Every corner of this room holds a memory I can't deny. I chase the traces you left behind, but they dissolve each time. Your breath in the cupboard window swings in the morning breeze, and I swear I see you there. In every shadow, every fold, I feel your presence everywhere. Your laughter hides in the wallpaper, your sighs in the floorboards hum. I try to step forward, but the past keeps me numb. Every whisper of the air feels like you are there. Your breath in the curtains still whispers my name. Every gentle movement, every spark of flame. I reach into the sunlight, but it slips through my hands. Your breath in the curtains is all that remains. I thought the rooms could forget the warmth we used to share, but every morning brings it back like you never left the air. Maybe love is just this quiet, the echo of a face, a presence that lingers in a space that time can erase. Your breath in the curtains still whispers my name. Every trace of you is never quite the same. Your breath in the curtains holds me to the past. Every sigh and shadow, every light that lasts. I can't move on completely, though I try to let go. Your breath in the curtains is all I've ever known. Morning light drifts through the haze, and I feel you there. Paper rolls and pencil skies, every dream in thin disguise. I folded hope 1,000 ways, but none of it knew how to stay. We drew our future in the sand with trembling borrowed hands. Every promise felt so real until the tide began. Your laughter marked the compass, your eyes the north I knew. But every step I followed only led me further from you. All the signs were pointing home, but home was never true. This map leads nowhere. Every line is wrong. Every mile I travel just proves I don't belong. I keep chasing shadows of the love we swore we'd find. But this map leads nowhere, and nowhere's where you left me behind. Your name is on the street signs of every broken place. I keep driving through the dark just to see your face. We planned our lives in coffee shops, on napkins torn and thin, but the ink ran out of meaning when you stopped believing. All our dreams were just directions to the dust. This map leads nowhere. Every line is wrong. Every mile I travel just proves I don't belong. I keep chasing shadows of the love we swore we'd find, but this map leads nowhere, and nowhere's where you left me behind. Oh, if I burn these pages, would I finally be free? Or am I scared of where I'd go without you guiding me? Maybe being lost is better than knowing it's the end. So I keep walking circles where our forever used to stand. This map leads nowhere, but I still trace your name in every broken highway, in every ounce of pain. This map leads nowhere, still I follow every line, just to feel you one more time, even if it breaks my mind. If loving you is getting lost, then I don't want a sign. 'Cause this map leads nowhere, but nowhere still feels like you. Paper roads, and I'm still here. The sparks flew higher than our words, flames that no one else could hear. Your eyes spoke in embers, your hands wrote in sparks. Every touch was a sentence, every glance left its mark. I tried to read the quiet between the burning lines, but every flame consumed itself before I could define. We talked in smoke and shadow, in a dialect of pain. This fire was a language that only we could know. Every kiss, every fracture, every time we let go, it spoke in heat and silence, in passion and in flame. This fire was a language, and we both learned its name. I carried your words inside my chest like coals that wouldn't die. Even when the night went cold, they still kept me alive. We burned through every excuse, every maybe, the quiet we could gain. 'Cause even in the ashes, I feel your voice again. This fire was a language, even in the smoke and pain. Every spark still whispers your name through the flame. This fire was a language that taught me how to burn. Every touch, every word, every lesson I've learned. Even when it's all gone, even when the sparks wane. This fire was a language, and I still speak your name. The embers glow, and I remember. The sky was quiet when you came. A single flash, then everything changed. You hit my life like a sudden storm. No warning sign, just shattered calm. Every laugh was a lightning strike, turning my darkness into light. I didn't know how loud love could be, till your thunder lived inside of me. You were chaos, you were grace, you were every kind of pain. I loved a thunderclap, bright and gone too fast. One wild burning moment that I'll never get back. You shook my fragile heart, then vanished in the rain. I love the thunderclap, and I still hear your name. Your kiss was like a breaking sky, a million stars behind my eyes. But storms don't ever like to stay. They just tear everything away. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of a love that felt like heaven. You were fire in the dark, you were light that left a scar. I loved a thunderclap, bright and gone too fast. One wild burning moment that I'll never get back. You shook my fragile heart, then vanished in the rain. I loved a thunderclap, and I still hear your name. Maybe calm is safer now, but it never feels the same. I'd rather be struck by lightning than forget you in the rain. Even if it broke me, even if it burned, I'd choose that single second over everything I've learned. I loved a thunderclap in the middle of my soul, a beautiful disaster that I still can't let go. I loved a thunderclap, and it tore my world in two. Every quiet night reminds me of the noise I had with you. You were loud, you were fleeting, you were magic in the pain. I loved a thunderclap, and I'd do it all sky still listens for your sound.